G'day guys, and welcome to another episode of Becoming Self-Sufficient. If you're new to the channel, this channel is all about urban homesteading, how you can be more self-sufficient in your own backyard. And on today's episode, we'll be looking at how to grow lots of pumpkin for you and your family. Now, growing pumpkin plants couldn't be easier, but buyer beware, you do need a lot of space. They love to spread out and grow huge vines all over your yard. These particular pumpkin plants are probably only about 2 or 3 weeks old, and look at the size of them. But the good thing is, it is very easy to take care of, and you'll have pumpkins before you know it. Now, getting started couldn't be easier. If you've ever bought a pumpkin from your local greengrocer or your supermarket, you can grow your own pumpkin. All you need to do is save the seed. Most of us throw the seed away when we're making our pumpkin soup or we're doing a roast, but all we need to do is keep those seeds, give them a little bit of a wash, put them in some paper towel and place them on a windowsill, a nice warm dry area, just to dry the seeds out a little bit, and then that is how you start your own pumpkin plant. After a few days of being on the windowsill, those pumpkin seeds are going to be ready to be planted. Simply grab some soil from your backyard, or you might even want to buy some seedling mix from your local nursery and place the seeds in the soil. Now, those seeds roughly take 5 to 10 days to germinate, and once they do, I would recommend watering lightly every second day so that the roots can really get established. Now, after around about a week, maybe 2, depending on the pot that you actually planted the seeds into, your pumpkin plant will be ready to go into the ground. This whole vine that you can see here was one tiny little pumpkin seed and one tiny little pumpkin plant that I planted maybe 7 or 8 weeks ago now, directly in the soil over the back. And this is what I mean when I say you need the space for the pumpkin plant. They do grow huge, and if you don't keep them under control, they go absolutely wild. So don't forget to prune regularly if you don't have as much space as I do for these kinds of plants. Getting your pumpkin plant to grow to this size is not difficult. As I said before, pumpkin plants are a great beginner vegetable for anyone looking to become more self-sufficient. All you need to do is ensure that when you're starting out the process and you first get your plant into the ground, you remember to fertilize every 2 weeks for about the first 6 to 8 weeks, and you'll end up with a plant roughly the same size as this, producing lots of pumpkins before you know it. But something to remember when it comes to the pumpkin plant is that it produces both male and female flowers, meaning not all of the flowers turn into fruit. This right here is a male flower. Now, we can leave it up to the pollinators, the bees, to do their job and pollinate from the male flowers to the female flowers. But I have roughly 6 pumpkins on this plant at the moment, and I have that many on the one plant because I take the male flowers and I simply peel away the top layers, and that exposes the small stem in the center that has all the pollen on it. This pollen here is what you want to stick into a female flower and rub it all over the top of that flower and it will become a pumpkin. So as often as you do this is as many pumpkins as you will get. So guys, growing pumpkins is really that easy. Just purchase a pumpkin from your local supermarket, save the seed. I do recommend organic if you're going to do it this way though. Dry it out, pop it in a pot, let it germinate. Once it's germinated, plant it directly into the ground and remember to fertilise every 2 weeks for the first 6 to 8 weeks. Pollinate the flowers yourself and you'll have more pumpkins than you know what to do with. So if you've liked the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful hints on becoming self-sufficient in your own backyard.